Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Jewel Amina. Hi, welcome. It's been forever, guys. I'm so sorry. I have two channels, two TikToks, two Instagram, actually three Instagram, and a 9 to 5. So, but yeah, that's not an excuse because I created them. But anyways, guys, welcome to this channel. So guys, today we are going to do something very unique, and honestly, I just finished recording my true crime story. In case you're not following me on true crime, my true crime is True Crime Jewels. I'm going to leave it in the description box so you can click on it and feed yourself. I've been having like supporters there and I'm very, very grateful. But let's come back to this. So guys, today we are going to talk about questions, get to know me, get to know me questions. And yeah, so let's get right into it. But the thing about these get to know me questions is different. It's not like get to know me, when was I born, that. This is different, and this just came into my head as I was about even closing my camera. So it's going to be more mental health focused. So basically, in case you all don't know me, hi. I don't really talk about like my mental health. 2021, I was diagnosed of depression, anxiety. I have ADHD, and I am like literally living my life. Some days are good, some days are not, some days are happy, some days are sad. Where is this hair standing? Some days are happy, some days are sad. But one thing, I'm living my life as the day keeps going, if that makes sense. So guys, today we are going to talk about get to know me, which is much more mental health inclined. So first question is, what were the best experiences you had this year? This year has been so good to me, like mentally. Guys, on my birthday I was so happy, and I can't even remember the last time that you approached my birthday and I was so happy. I cannot even remember. Every year when it came to my birthday, I was always depressed, always sad, always scared for that day to come. Before I had my birthday this year, and guys, see my hair, I made my hair myself. Before I had my birthday this year, basically what actually happened was, during those weeks I was happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, and I was like, this year I'm going to be happy. Not only would I say I'm going to be happy, I want that when the day comes, I'm happy. My birthday last year, I isolated myself and I was painting and everything. But this year, I was like, I want to be with my girls. I want to be happy. I want to be grateful. And guys, that's what happened. So, what were the best experiences in my life this year? My birthday. I'm in a very good relationship, very intentional. I'm in a very intentional relationship. And honestly, it's just like, I'm like, rah, rah. Anyways, just being with my friends, my best experiences, going to Sherry's birthday. I really did enjoy it myself. Had a vacation. Now this year has been good, and it's just June. Being more in tune with my spirituality, being very intentional with my spirituality, being more happy with my mental health and taking things slowly, prioritizing myself, prioritizing my mental health, and being able to say no and putting a break or a stop at things that, guys, I'm just scared this is touching my mic. Putting a break and stop at things where, before I would like shrink myself just to make it happen. But like now I really don't give a damn. Because honestly, I understand the concept of life. Next question. When were you the most happy? I don't know. But I would say for the most times, like for the most part, I've been happy this year. I'm not gonna lie. I've been happy this year for the most part. And yeah, when was I the most happy? I don't know. I wake up every day. and just be happy. Like yesterday, I woke up and I was just dancing in my room, and I was only wearing my knickers, and I don't think I was wearing a bra, and I was like jiggling myself, dancing. I was like so happy. I was not dancing to music. I was just doused with happiness. I was so happy, like, and I just broke down and I just cried, because there were days I would wake up, I would be scared to wake up, and I would be scared to like wake up and look forward to that day, because I was depressed, I was anxious, I still have anxiety, I still have panic attacks, but I'm not dwelling in them. Before, I would dwell in them and I'm like, fuck this, fuck that. Some days, yeah, you dwell in them. But there's some days I'm like, you're not going to get me today. Today, I am going to be very intentional, if that makes sense. But yeah, what people, situations, or events caused you to feel sad or depressed? This will be my first time saying this out, because I've never said this. Content warning: abuse. So from when I was 5 to when I was 20, I was sexually abused by people around me. Sexually abused by people around me is something that I'm still recovering from, and sometimes things trigger me, or like when I see it being done to another child, another person, it's triggering, very triggering. Sometimes I feel sad, sometimes I cry. But yeah, so that caused me to feel sad, caused me to feel depressed, caused me to isolate, caused me to not be myself. I can't believe I'm saying this, but people don't really watch my videos anyways. So yeah, back in school, I was bullied a lot, like a whole lot. Some days after 2021, I felt like 2021 was like when I had like my spiritual awakening, and like there was a shift in my life. I went to therapy, 2021, 2022. Yeah. I went into therapy. It's always been easy anyways, but yeah, I can't even believe I said that. Anyways, next question: what were the most important things you made happen this year? So the most important things I made happen this year was, first of all, I'm very much more intentional. I check in with my friends, I see my friends. I'm like literally happy. I'm putting myself first. I'm being more creative, even though I'm not consistent, but yeah, I'm putting my mental health first. So those are important things that actually did make happen this year. Did any activities lead to new relationships, partnerships, and opportunities? Yeah, I joined Hinge and I met like good friends. I joined Hinge just solely to find friends. Hinge and her, H-E-R. When I joined her, I only got one friend, Sarah, which I love so much. Hinge, I got Lara, Helen, Fumi. Even though like they are like low maintenance, but like when we talk, if that makes sense. I had like friends, and I needed like more queer friends, more friends that are queer in the LGBT scene. Especially like when I moved to North London, I just needed, those people in my circle, more of them, and I had them. Also there's a girl I met in the coffee shop, and it happened to be she was an actress, and we've been friends since then. I've met like creative people, which is a blessing. It's a blessing for me, I'm not gonna lie. What activities did you spend the most time on? I would say the gym. Actually, I'll spend most time on the gym. Yeah, that's an activity. No, yeah, that's activity. So that's the activity I spend most time on. What made you cry the hardest this year? I would say my work. Oh, my work frustrates me sometimes. Yeah, I would say my work. Compared to this time last year, are you happier or sadder? Compared to this time, July 1st, I am happier. July last year, I was so depressed. I was so sad that my depression, my sadness was contagious. What are you saying? Contagious. Oh my God, what made me cry the hardest this year? I had an accident. I had a freaking accident how did I forget? In the month of May, I had an accident and my leg was broken and I couldn't walk. I was on crutches and I was on a wheelchair on the first day. Then crutches are so hard to walk on. And I cried in the hospital. I was like crying. Yeah, that means that I cried the hardest. That made me cry this year, the hardest this year. And compared to last year, this year, guys, can't you see I'm glowing? Take a look. Don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me. I'm joking. Anyways, what made you feel the most alive this year? Being back into my creative space, my friends, guys, I have the best friends ever. I don't care. Now people will come and be like, oh, my friend did this. I can't place money down and say my friends will not betray me, will not do something to curse me, to harm me intentionally behind my back. That's how much I trust my friends. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good thing, but that's just how much I trust them. Which people have been there for you the most in 2023? My friends. My friends have been there for me the most in 2023. Who are the people who positively impacted your mental health? First of all, my therapist. Hi, Antonia. I know she's never going to watch this, but hi, Antonia. She is literally the best. And I love the fact that she's also, her background is Nigerian. She says she's British. Well, yeah, her background is Nigerian. I was able to like talk to her and things like that. Like, she's literally God sent. I love her so much. Which people have positively impacted my mental health? Sherry, my wife. She's God sent. Oh, Sherry, I can't even talk. Like, God will bless that girl for me. Like, even when she has little, she still gives. Like, she's like literally the best. One of the best things God has actually done for me, placing her in my life, is literally God sent. She is God sent. I'm not even gonna lie. Chenny, I know we're not as close as we used to be, but she has a very good space in my heart. Stacy, the love of my life. Sarah, that's my spiritual sister. Tracy, that is a work colleague turned sister and friend. Mercy, the love of my life. Mercy. Yeah. Honestly, like, I kind of regret mentioning names now because I know there are other people, but I can't remember their names. So I'm sorry if I don't remember your name. Now is the best time for me to use the excuse that I have ADHD. Sorry, it's ADHD. I hate when people do that, but I will do that. Sorry, ADHD. Anyways, was it hard to establish boundaries around mean or negative people? Yes, it was hard. It took me so many years in my life. What the fuck? You know, especially if you're close to them and you're scared to let them leave. Last year was even the worst for me. Like, literally, I saw myself going back to toxic relationships because I felt like if they left my life, I won't have any other person, if that makes sense. But the fact that I'm like, I had sat down, I'm like, Drew, you're the prize. So honestly, if I don't feel like answering your call, I'll be like, I'll call you later. I'm not there yet, but I've been like good in like placing boundaries. If I don't have the energy to type or to chat, I'll be like, slow replies. I don't have the energy to type. I'll come back to your message when I have energy. You understand? I don't feel obligated to chat or reply your message except it's important, if that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, I would say yeah. It was hard, but I have been able to, and for that I am so grateful, honestly. Even at work, if I'm given a task that I know I don't have the energy for, I would let my manager know and be like, nah, I can't do this. I don't think I'll be able to do it. It's going to be very overwhelming. And I always let him know before I would do it. But like, especially when you're neurodivergent, it's very hard. So, because you're trying to people please sometimes. But excuse me, not any longer. What was the best place to travel to this year? Cambridge. Cambridge! Whew. Who did you need to forgive this year? I had to forgive my ex-best friend. Most of you may know her. We were so close. Maybe you should watch this. We were so close, and things I never like saw us like separating. But I think again it boils down to not creating boundaries and miscommunication, and whenever she did some things I was not comfortable with, I could not tell her because so because of that I saw myself drifting apart because I felt like I kind of felt choked up and I didn't know, But we had a talk, we had a chat, and we spoke, and we realized that because obviously we were best friends, so she felt like something she could just do because we were best friends, but on my end, I felt uncomfortable and I couldn't tell her. And I told her, I was like, if it's now, I would tell you because I've learned how to set boundaries and communicate my feelings. But then I couldn't communicate my feelings, and it was I just like disappeared. I disappeared, which now I know better, but I was hurt, man. We've spoken about it, and I actually did miss her. I told her, I was like, I missed you, like, cause I loved her, like, the person like when you wake up to, you tell everything, and then all of a sudden they're like strangers. Like, I never imagined that was gonna happen, but that happened. And yeah, we spoke about it, and she apologized, and apologized too for like not talking, and I forgave her from the start. I just needed to talk about it, and I'm glad we did. Like, honestly, like, thing is, it just hurt me every time when she came into my mind. Like, I would be so hurt because then I didn't know how to like approach her. But actually this time she approached me and we spoke about it. Yeah, so I didn't know how to approach her that time. And prior to when she came to me and when she messaged me for us, when we squashed the whole thing, prior to that, the night before, I was just imagining us having the conversation, and it happened. It happened the next day, Actually, I imagined us having the conversation like around 1 a.m. and it happened. And when that happened, I felt so good. I felt so much lighter because I felt like that was the only person. The other people I'm not talking to at the moment, like, I could care less. But like, that was the only person now that I was like, I just needed this to melt. I just needed this to resolve, because I had genuine love. Like, this kind of thing, then I wake up every morning and be like, this person is my best friend. That's like literally how I felt. And it hurt me when we were no longer best friends, you know. But I'm glad that now we've spoken about it. And like, I still have genuine love for her. I still love her. Our relationship may not be as it was, but at least now we're in a good place. Because literally, I really, one thing about me is, when it comes to my friends, I love my friends so much. I love my friends so much that sometimes I'm like, nah, I love my friends so much, and everybody that knows me, they know that I ride for my friends. So I don't like when I lose them, and then I had lost her. And yeah, but at least we're taking baby steps to building stronger relationship, and hopefully it reaches there. If it doesn't, I won't be mad, but at least now we're in good terms, if that makes sense. Yeah. Who did you miss the most over the past year? Actually, I actually miss my ex-best friend. Then even though, like, when I remember the things that happened, I would be so pissed off. I'd be like, how does she do this? But yeah, we spoke about it, and I'm like really glad that, you know, we're back. Not like we're back to being best friends, but like we're on good terms, if that makes sense. I'm really glad, honestly. When did you feel the most at peace this year? I've always felt the most not like I've always felt the most at peace, but I feel like I felt the most at peace when I had a conversation with my ex-best friend. Most of you would know her anyways. I feel like I had the most at peace with her, honestly. Like, I had the most at peace. Like, you know, when you have this conversation, I had this conversation and I was like, I felt like a heavy load just dropped down. That's how I felt. That is how I felt. Like, this heavy load just, like someone poured cold water. I felt calmness. I felt peace. I felt like my guides were like, you did well. Like, I felt like my guides were proud of me. That's literally how I felt. And I'm so glad that we're friends. Did you fall in love this year? Yes, I did. I fell in love with my best friend. One of my best friends. If anybody said that was gonna happen, I'll be like, ew, no. But it did. And yeah. What made you feel the most stuck this year? My job. My job made me feel the most stuck this year. My job, yes, it did. Cause I'm not really a 9 to 5 babe. Especially administrative or corporate jobs, doing the same thing over and over again. Because I'm more creative. I love to do different things. Because I don't like saying this, but I have ADHD. And my ADHD brain just gets bored easily. So like doing the same thing all over and all over and all over again when it comes to my job is just, it can be frustrating, and it's like I'm in a limbo, if that makes sense. But yeah, to be fair, if you could go back and give yourself a single piece of advice on your life, what would it be? Everything happens for a reason. I always say it. Everything, every downfall you've had is a redirection to something better. I always say, people was like, oh, you're all love and light. I'm not all love and light. I feel like because I am a living testimony. When things went down, have you been sacked from a job one day after because they simply did not like you? That was me in 2020. No, 2020. Sacked from a job one day after. They were playing with my feelings. Then they called me back. And then when I went back, they were like, why are you here? And they're like, you're not meant to be here. And I got sacked again. You know? My last job, I was working in a dementia home. And it was worse. I used to cry and go to work. I'll cry at work. Like, you know, being picked on by aunties. Yeah, it was so racist. And I got this my current job. And when they found out that I had a new job, they doubled my task. They made me do the jobs of the cleaners. They made me do tasks that was meant to be for 2 people. They made just me do it. And I felt like the universe was like, yeah, you're not staying here till your notice is up. Because obviously I gave my notice. I gave a 4-week notice. They're like, yeah, you're not staying here till your notice is up. So what the universe do? It was a blessing, but then I didn't see it as one. One of the patients there beat the fucking hell out of me. He beat me. I didn't do anything to him anyways. I went to get his clothes from his wardrobe so that I would give him a wash, and he saw me holding his clothes. I was like, that's mine, blah blah blah. And before I knew it, he beat the fuck out of me. My battery died. I was like holding my hands like this, and he was beating me there. Like I had bruises on my hands. Thank God, because he was aiming for my face, but I was doing like this. So I left. I reported to my GP, and I reported to CQC. They didn't do anything. I reported to my GP, and my GP gave me sick notes. And yeah, and then I started my job, like my current job, like 2 weeks after, because I think I got a 2-week sick note. And as things will have it, before this incident had occurred, I got I had already collected my reference, but I didn't go to the manager then. I went straight to HR because the manager had claimed, rumors had it that somebody had asked for her own reference, and the manager had claimed she had not seen it, and rumors, I don't know if that's true, and she refused to give them reference. So I went straight to HR, and HR gave me my reference. So everything just happened. As I said, everything always happens for a reason. Everything's a redirection. Everything's a redirection. Even how I got this my house, redirection. This house opened me to knowing that good things do happen to good people, because sometimes people say bad things happen to good people. This house has been a blessing, and yeah, so basically, yeah, everything's a redirection. There are so many things I would love to say, but they're like more like private, but everything is a redirection to something better, if that makes sense. What do you hope will happen for you different? I want to be much more creative, be in my creative bag, because it's my passion. I really do love it. I want to prioritize my mental health. I want to prioritize my friends, my family, my dad, my mom. I just want to, be there for my family, for people I care about, for my job, for something I care about. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and let me know if you have any answers to some of the questions that came up there. Thank you so much for stopping by, and till next time. Please don't follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is Jules Onuk. Can you follow me on there? I did this hair and makeup myself, and I've been feeling like a baddie. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate. Thank you. I love you. Until next time, bye.